Supreme Muscadine. We used to have 6 Supreme. We lost uh, 3, 2.5, because the other one's still alive. Anyway, so this is Supreme, good tasting, fresh eating variety. It's a black purple female. Problem with Supreme, it overcrops. When it overcrops, you need to take care of the overcropping, or you risk winter damage like crazy because it weakens itself from overcropping. You can compensate by fertilizing, but I only fertilize organic here. So the problem with that is slow acting. So it's, if you don't catch it on its intake schedule, you might be too late with the nutrient. I don't use systemic fertilizer. So anyway, we got a lot of damage from this one. Let me just clean this up real quick. So when you get growth like this one, you want to prune those off, because those are wasted energy on those. So I did my kind of backup system right here, where one gets damaged, I still have one to kind of propagate. I get the other one right there. So Supreme, I pruned this heavily. You can see I have 2 hand separation between the spur, and I just leave sometimes 1 node. So I don't want it producing a lot, even though it tastes so good. All right, so this is Supreme right here. Let's take a look at the damage. All right, so there's a damage right here. This one did not come back. This is dead. This is hardwood. I can't scratch it because vines, and once they dry up, they're like steel. Okay, so I'm projecting here all this growth by midsummer will just kind of die because of that damage right there. There's a crack in there. This one was alive last year. Look at that crack right there. It's all dead. So what I did is I went all the way here. So if there's any growth here, I'll let grow. So this one right here, I protected it. So this one is now the replacement. Okay, so I'm gonna let all this stuff grow and leave it growing until it reaches that part right there. Okay, not so you're not helping. Well, at least you're pruning the bottom. All right, so that's how it is with my other video. When this is you know, it just happens. You get the winter damage, and you need to learn how to adapt for it, or plan for it in the future, so that you don't have like blank area of your vineyard where it looks so pretty and then it's so ugly when you have, it's like missing teeth. Okay, all right, so that's Supreme right here. Let's go to the other Supreme. So what I did is, when I planted all this, I started with this mid row over here and it goes here. So I bought 6 Supreme from Eisen. So when I planted it, I was finishing this row. So this used to be all Supreme. I lost that, and then this one also, and replace it with a hole. Okay, so Supreme, you got to take care of it. Yeah, there's that damage right there. All right, let's go back here. So 2.5, I said, yeah, because this Supreme is still alive. It died at the top. I let it grow at the bottom. So now I have, I think, 4 main trunk I can choose from. I don't know if this one's still alive. Probably. So I'm gonna clean this up. I left all this. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's quite a few here. So I'm gonna kind of tie this up here, and I'll pick whatever goes up, I'll probably let all 4 go up the trunk all the way to the wire, just so that they're back up, because of the nature of what happened with Supreme getting damaged like crazy here. All right, here's another Supreme. So this would be supposedly number 5. Gotta pluck those out. I let a lot of this grow for obvious reasons, because it got damaged right there, so all the way here. So I expect all this, most of this, to die. So that's why I got all the backup coming from really far right here. Okay, this will replace what's missing in here for this year. And I did double backup also. I've got another one coming all the way here in case I get damaged right here. All right, so as you can see here, I cut the where's the original? Well, this is still the original. It just stopped right here. Okay, so you get plenty of Muscadines from this though. Too much sometimes, that's why it gets weakened. Okay. All right, so let's look at the last Supreme. This is our healthiest Supreme. Not a whole lot of damage from this Supreme. Plenty of pre-blooms, but I did space out. It's hard to space out stuff here in the end. It just clusters. But as you can see here, there's massive spacing on the spurs. And it's got a long one, which is good, but not good if you're about to hit a storm. All right, good size trunk also. I wish it's a lot more vigorous, that we would have more caliper on this one. Caliper, what do you call this? Diameter. There's another backup. So the main split right there, and I let this back up go all the way here in case something happens here. All right, and then over here, oh, poor pruning right here. I forgot this one, and now I can't because I got potential fruit right there. I'll just leave that and trim it later when it gets too close to the ground. All right, so let's see here, some pre-blooms. Okay, so that's Supreme. So this is April 7th, 2026. So we have 1, 2.5, 3.5 Supreme at this point. It used to be 6. And 2 are badly damaged. 1 is starting from the ground. But the beauty of that, it's quite established with its root system. So, all right, so we'll come back for Supreme update in a month.